What the fuck is up, fellas? It's midnight. It's late. I've already took a shower. I'm super tired because I just came from a quick little double workout sort of endeavor, sort of activity. I went to jiu-jitsu, as one does, almost every single day. My hair is looking scrub-a-dubby-lucious. Damn. Okay. Okay. Yeah, went to jiu-jitsu, but I had to leave class earlier. Like, I usually stay in class until like 8:40, like 9 almost. But I had to leave earlier because me and my friends decided to play paddle as well today. So yeah, I had to leave jiu-jitsu at like 8:15 to get to the paddle place at like 8:30. And yeah, we played like an hour and a half. It was super fun. But, I think one of the most annoying fucking pains you can have, in my opinion, is like the shoulder blade pain. You know what I mean? Like the pain, like when something hurts. Do you know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. My God, it's annoying. Like I can't fucking breathe now. Or like, Jesus, this microphone is struggling to stay on. You guys enjoy wife beaters? Like, is this hot for women? Because I don't know if it's hot. I think men just use this for men. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think women see a guy on a wife beater and they're like, oh my God. Oh, you know what I mean? They're not going crazy over no wife beater. Only guys in jail wear this fucking thing, okay? At least here in Portugal. You rarely see people, only Brazilian people and fucking guys who are going to jail are wearing fucking wife beaters, tank tops. I don't wear tank tops. I don't wear wife beaters. Okay, this sounds like I'm sort of trolling you guys, but this is a pajama. I don't know if you've ever heard of pajamas. But yeah, I used to not really like wife beaters. I used to not really like tank tops, but I feel like as soon as you get a little muscle, as soon as you start getting that protein in, I think you start enjoying using these things a bit more than you used to. If that makes sense. Because for the longest, like, and I think you have to get a good tank top. You have to get a good wife beater, because shitty wife beaters, for example, some shitty wife beaters just make you seem like you have fucking man boobs. Okay, which I sort of do, but at the same time, it's chest. I don't know. You know what's annoying about having chest as a guy is that sometimes it's hard to find the balance between, do I have man boobs or do I have like a chest? You know what I mean? Like, because for example, so for me as a kid, I think I had the most perfect build for a kid to reach his early 20s. So I was always a little overweight. I wasn't fat, but I was always a little overweight, right? So what does this mean? I was always eating a lot. I was also doing a lot of exercise, but I was eating a lot, right? But what does that mean in reality? It means that you're getting your food in. It means you're growing. It means you're not shying your body of nutrients that are definitely necessary. That's exactly what I mean. I look at some friends of mine, and these fools look like their body is still in fucking 5th grade. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit I see sometimes. And what I think happens is the fact that since you're eating so much as a kid, right? Since you're a little overweight and whatnot, you sort of, how do I put this? It's like, there's this expression in Portuguese which you're missing breakfast. You're missing a lot of breakfasts. What that means is, in order for you to get strong, right? You need to eat breakfast and you have to get a lot of breakfast. So for example, my dad is definitely stronger than me because he's had more breakfasts than me. That's like an expression to show people that you're more experienced and that you're older. Does this make sense? I hope it made sense. So what does this mean in reality? What this means in reality is that I feel like a lot of friends, a lot of people sort of skipped fucking breakfast when they were kids. So that's what I'm trying to say. But in reality, I feel like the best build for you to grow up into is being the little overweight kid. Okay, if you're skinny through your if you're skinny when you're a teenager, that's better to get bitches when you're a kid. But if you get into bodybuilding, if you get into jiu-jitsu, if you get into martial arts, if you get into anything that's exercise related, you quickly realize that you should have definitely been a little overweight when you were a kid, because it's just easier to become whatever you want. If you want to lose weight, just lose weight. If you want to gain muscle, just gain muscle. Gaining weight is crazy. What do you guys think? Do you guys think gaining weight? Okay, which one is more difficult? Gaining weight or losing weight? Or gaining weight or losing weight? Because in my opinion, might be a little controversial. Okay, I don't think this is controversial at all. But in my opinion, mentally, losing weight is harder mentally. Physically, gaining weight is difficult. Oh, so if you're a skinny guy trying to gain weight, okay, mentally, just stuffing yourself, like having the mental fortitude to be like, I'm already full, I'm gonna fucking throw up if I continue eating, but you still continue eating. It's hard, man. It's hard. Like, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but losing weight, it's quite literally, you can do two things. You can find a sport or find some sort of exercise that is very cardio heavy, or you can literally just cut off a little bit of that food supply that you're taking, and you're going to lose weight over time. I know this sounds like I'm simplifying it. I know this is a little bit controversial to simplify weight loss, but it is. Everything in life is fucking simple. Okay, not everything, but most things in life are quite simple when we fucking look at them straight in the eye. Okay. So mentally, in my opinion, gaining weight, if you're super skinny and you want to gain weight, I think that's gotta be really fucking hard mentally. Again, physically, I think losing weight might be harder because you're used to eating a lot. Now, all of a sudden, just cutting out that food supply, you're gonna feel like you're starving a lot of times. But I think you get used to that pretty quickly. I don't think you ever get used to like stuffing yourself. I've never been on a gaining weight against my will sort of journey, if that makes sense. But I would assume that stuffing yourself even when you're full because you know you won't gain weight if you don't continue eating is definitely, it's for sure harder. Not for sure, but it's probably harder in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I think we could speak a little about gaining and losing weight, sure. I'll give you guys my example. So I used to wait. I was never really like fat or whatever. I was overweight in my opinion, but I always did exercise. I always went to the gym. I feel like I just ate way too much. You know, being completely honest, I think you have to be honest with yourself in these sort of situations, because nothing changes if nothing changes. If you don't, and if you're not honest with yourself, it's hard to change something if you don't start being honest with yourself. So what I started doing was I also started doing jiu-jitsu. So what I decided to do was I wanted to do 10 weeks of a sort of a challenge 2 years ago, 2024. I think it was at the same time that I started doing jiu-jitsu. So what did I do? I was weighing everything. I was putting everything on a scale, which eventually you sort of I feel like it would be good for everyone to sort of put things on a scale and sort of realize how much you're actually eating when you're eating stuff that you think might not be. You might think some things are not X calories, and they're definitely more than what you think. Does that make sense? Because that was a big reality shock when I started weighing my food and counting calories. Um, but I think that eventually you just sort of get you eventually get sort of an idea on how many calories you're actually eating. Um, but yeah, uh, I think I think losing weight isn't as difficult as people make it out to be, unless you're extremely overweight. If you're obese and something like that, I can definitely see why losing weight would be extremely difficult. And that's not what I'm saying, especially if you're way overweight and you can't really do like big cardio activities and you can like only walk and stuff like that. Like for me, for example, I remember that I was doing, so I was probably, let's say that I was consuming, I don't know, let's say that I wanted to consume 2,000 calories. I don't fucking know. And I would consume in that day fucking 1,500 calories. Let's say something like that. And at the same time, I was doing jujitsu and I'm walking to jujitsu. So that's probably like, at least at the beginning, when you're so overweight and you're so new to jiu-jitsu, you really tire yourself on those like sessions, on those workout sessions, on those jiu-jitsu sessions, let's put it that way. So I don't get tired as much nowadays unless I really go super hard and I do a lot of fucking rolls or a lot of sparring and whatnot. Still get really tired, don't get it twisted, but not as much as when I started doing it, which is definitely a reality. And I was definitely like burning 1,000 fucking calories per session. Easy, I would say easy 1,000 calories per session. Now you combine that with just eating like a 1,500 calories, you get a 500 calorie day. That's why I also didn't stop doing like the things that I wanted to do. Like I was still going to the all-you-can-eat buffet. I was still going to the all-you-can-eat sushi. But it's really about finding these balances in your life and finding a way to be able to maintain those balances in your life. I feel like eventually you sort of just get to a certain weight. I got to 89, 90, and in the last couple of months, I've really taken my protein uptake to another level. I've been really focused on just eating a shit ton of protein. I eat like, we have these milks in Portugal, like chocolate milk sort of thing that has 25 grams of protein. I have 2 of those per day. Those are 50 grams of protein on fucking 2 milks that I have like, those are like probably 300 calories or something. I have two of those per day. And then I feel like I just have to eat normal, and I'll hit like 100 fucking 50 grams of protein on a day, and I felt like that was a big shift. I felt like a big change when I started. I need water, man. I'm so thirsty. I felt a big shift, a big change when I because it's not that I was a protein hater. It's not that I was like protein, you don't need to eat protein, but I've always had my doubts on how important protein actually was. And it's not that I wasn't consuming protein, but I feel like a good protein bar for me is probably 150, sorry. Probably 150, between 120 and 150 grams of protein per day. And I was probably getting fucking, I don't know, man, like 70, 80. It's not like I'm doing something bad, but as soon as I started taking protein way more serious and just taking way more protein, way more grams per day, I felt a big shift. I felt not a big shift, but I felt like, oh, so this is, Jesus, my fucking shoulder blade is killing me, man. I was like, oh, so this is actually a thing. So this actually makes you gain muscle. Because I felt like I was really stale for a while, muscle wise. But ever since I just started uptaking my protein, my fucking muscles have been growing and filling out, and yeah, whatever. But yeah, man, I do think that losing weight, if you're already an active person, if you're not someone who has an health some health issue or some health problem, like you can't exercise or something, I feel like if you try, my suggestion to lose weight would always be just find a sport that you enjoy, like you enjoy a lot, something that you have fun doing. It could be the gym. I don't think the gym is that fun. I think the gym is a great tool to be healthy, to gain muscle, and to stay healthy. But I think there are a lot of other good things that people can and could do instead of just forcing themselves to go into the gym to do a workout they don't want to do, that's not going to be enjoyable, and they probably are just going to quit after a couple of days or weeks or months, or they're not going to be consistent with it across like the years, the months, and whatnot. I feel something that was really good for me with jiu-jitsu is that super cardio heavy. It's you're using a lot of your muscles as well, but it's really cardio heavy, and at the same time it's really fun, man. It's like it's really nice to be able to do a sport that you're also learning at the same time, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's something that doesn't happen at the gym, and I think that's why so many people eventually just quit the gym, because they realize, okay, this is not fun. Why am I doing this? I'm not enjoying this. I'm not having fun. But yeah, either way, I do think that I'm not trying to be a dick, by the way, with this gaining or losing weight sort of thing. I can definitely understand that it's way deeper than I'm making it. Oh fuck! I'm sorry. I'm fidgeting with my cards. Shit. Jesus Christ. What do you guys fidget on nowadays? Like when you're at your desk or wherever, like what do you guys fidget on? For a while we had like the fidget spinners. There's always been the stress balls. I have one here as well. There's always been the stress balls. Mine have always been like cards, because I used to do a lot of Magic. Like I used to play with cards. Oh fuck, I'm gonna fuck this up. I used to play a lot with cards, like doing weird shit. I've stopped for a bunch of years. I can't even do this well anymore, but everything that I do nowadays is just fidgeting. I just do this shuffle that I don't remember the name, but this shuffle, if you do it precisely X times, if you get it like super perfect, like if you get like all 52 cards one by one, like in perfect, they are not, and you do this shuffle X times, it's going to go back to the original order. So let's say the original order is the original order that the cards came. You do this shuffle X times, the cards go back to the original position, which is super fun. If you do the shuffle perfectly, which is kind of hard to do consistently. But yeah, man, I'm constantly fidgeting on the cards. It's kind of my fidget spinner. What are you guys fidgeting on? Mine is definitely the cards. I'm just constantly playing with them. I'm always just fucking shuffling through them. I'm riffing through them. Like I'm always doing something like this. My mom and dad have always told me that it's annoying, like sometimes in the middle of the night, not in the middle of the night, but it could be like late at night, and I'm just doing this with the cards. You know what I mean? And this is sort of an annoying sound, because I might just do this for like ages. I'm always doing this. But yeah, guys, I'm super tired. I think I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna edit this, upload this, and just gonna go to bed. I have a long day tomorrow as well. Feel like I was able to figure out a couple of jokes today. It's been kind of a struggle writing, I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like I'm not good. I'm not great. I'm not great at sitting down and writing one-liners. I don't think I'm good at that at all. I've tried it a couple of times. Some days I feel like Some days I feel like I'm really inspired, and I can get a couple of one-liners going, and that'll work. But I just feel like what I'm good at, which is what I should do, is play to my strengths. Is just have like a broad premise, like the bunk bed thing, and just fucking speak out into the void about bunk beds. And I think eventually funny things just come to mind. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a one-liner, but I feel like that's how my brain works best. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. Today was a long day as well. I had to record the Portuguese podcast, which I've done and edited. But yeah, we've hit the 20-minute mark. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. If anyone's still there, it's kind of late. I don't want to make a lot of noise. But yeah, I hope you guys have a nice night or day, because it's definitely going to be day when you guys see this. Take it easy. Namaste. Salam alaikum. Fucking Sabbat. Shalom. Mazel tov. Goodbye for the fucking Christians. Hello for the fucking Americans, because you guys don't speak anything else but English. Wagwan for the Brits. Adios for the Espanyols. Arrivederci for the Italians. Bonsoir for the fucking French. I have it all, man. I have it all, bro. Privyat for the Russians and the Ukrainians and who else. See ya.